Rashid, do you want to maybe throw some light on what, say, post an accident, right? Like, so a little bit on the trauma side, trauma care, and what are the developments on that front as well?
We were talking about safe system approach only, and that is also one of the important aspects in case of safe system approach, because till the time we are not having a strong post-crash system support, I think we will be losing the fully fight. So that is an important area to take care, but lots of challenges are there, infrastructural or the manpower issues are there. Now the government has already cleared that we should have trauma centers on the national highway on such a after some kilometers, 50 or 100 something. So in that way, that infrastructure, we are trying to build that infrastructure. And even if we have seen in last few years, so the first respondent training have been also stressed upon, how to take care of a road crash victim also. That is an important area to take care, because sometimes people are not aware of how to handle a crash victim. We should give a water even to a road crash victim or not. People are not aware of these very small things. So I think that care, that knowledge should be imparted fully. There, as emergency number is there, people are not aware of. So sometimes people see that there are important numbers written on the national highways, whatever the highways they are using in case of emergency. Let's have a note of that. Very small things which needs to be taken care while you are on roads, or that is a part of it should be a part of your knowledge itself, or the school time, or even the college, that how the first respondent has to perform, what should be done by them. If they are not able to handle a victim, then don't touch him. Rather, take help of someone, or call the emergency care itself, because mishandling could also make a lot of problem to a road crash victim. And taking him to hospital on time, in the golden time, that is also very much important. So we need to impart such knowledge in our students, in our youngsters, whosoever is there. I think that should be a part, because we have seen if are not scout and guides we have in school time, they were aware of about CPR, first respondent, in case of how to handle a road crash, in case of bone broken of elbow or knee, something happened. So in such conditions, what we have to do, I think this is a time we have to rebuild those things, CPR, or handling the patient, handling the victim on roads. So these are the important areas where we can impart the knowledge. And in case of infrastructure development, like trauma center and everything, state governments or the national highway, the ministry, central government, I think it should be speed up more as the number of crashes are increasing. And on another hand, we are developing the expressways and green fields a lot. So I think simultaneously the trauma centers should be developed in a full swing. That is.
Yeah, I think you touched upon a very, very important topic, right? Like, even through school, I don't think I've ever been taught in school or even in college about how to handle, or like first aid, or even say road victims. What needs to be done? Never been taught in school about all these topics. I again, I think a lot of reform is important and required in the whole education system, because I mean, I know Pythagoras theorem, but that won't help me when there's somebody that needs this help. I mean, not to discredit the importance to math and all of these things, but like life skills, right? Like we're taught things which not so much of it is really being used right now in today's day and age. But the basic life skills is something which needs to have more exposure towards. So yeah, I think I completely agree with what you're saying. So how do we bring that about? right? Like, what would it take to change that?
I think in changing, as I told already, that this should be a part of our education system. We need to bring that. We are the education system is very much working in a good way while you are being good educated person. But how you have to become a helpful human being also, that is also very important aspect. At end of the day, how much you have done for the society or how much you have done for yourself, that matters at the end of the day. So we have learned about moral science. Moral science was a part of our curriculum. We have learned a lot how to help the people, how to become a good human being, because that is one thing is very clear. If you are a patriotic person, then you will learn everything for your society automatically, because once you will see that somebody is in a need, so you will try to understand or learn how I can help him or her. But if you are less patriotic or not patriotic, or you are in your world, so I think it is bit difficult. So prefer to put such knowledge also, education system also, the moral science, and then putting these practical things in curriculum in case of first aid care or CPR, giving such things very much important. Even in case when we have a full day training, so they talk about how to be careful in case of a position of firing or something like that. So all these aspects are very important. People are not aware of, and when they're stuck in an emergency situation, they don't know what to do. We have seen people have died in last 5 to 6 days because they were driving through the water logging or something, and they lost their lives because they stuck into the car. They were not able to come out, so they don't know what to do in such emergency situations. So that is to be taken care, and we need to bring that into the curriculum, and in a general way also, some sort of advertisement by the government, by the Ministry of Health or Transport Department, that how you can take care of yourself during this time, during a crash, what you have to do. I think many of advertisement I have seen, some of the ministries have already initiated in case of first respondent, or some brochures and everything that is being done. Lots to be done. We need to be take care how people are more helpful for the society. They can perform at least the initial help, which is to be required for any sort of a victim. That's it.
I think rightly mentioned, patriotism and also I think compassion, that humanitarian nature is something which is very important. And a lot of times, whenever we do see an accident or something, it's always that question we have, that we don't know what is to be done, and there's also that fear of helping. So, what's the right thing to do when we encounter such situations?
I think in case of fear of law, if we say so, after Good Samaritan law, which has been already introduced in 2018 somewhere, it is already there with us, and people have come forward. Even government have started the encouraging the. I think they have done a lot of practice, like if you are getting the victim timely on in the hospital, so there are some initiatives or incentives for them or something like that. So people need to understand, we have to bring that knowledge in them if they are helping a victim. So nobody is going to ask them anything if they are only helping it. They are not involved in that road crash, and they are just helping the road crash victim. So that Good Samaritan law is there to help them. That is very much clear. So information about their right as a Good Samaritan should be promoted a lot. Along with that, the training to help the road crash victim. Not only victim, even any situation. Good Samaritan is not for only road crash. Good Samaritan should be is a person who is helping someone in their uh, emergency time. There might be somebody is falling down from a building. So if he is helping or she is helping them to save their lives, so that is also a Good Samaritan. So this is to be, I think, promote a lot. so that people should not feel fearful while helping any road crash victim. Yeah, that might be some situation when a crash is very fatal. You don't know how to help the victim because blood is there or some sort of a issues there. So at that time, better they should call the emergency care or police to help that road crash victim if they themselves are not able to help to that condition crash.
Yeah, I think that's it's a good point that you raised about how people need not fear helping, right? And there's nobody would question. I think that's very reassuring. And so I think we had a very
Here
inter-
also, am I audible?
yes, we can hear you.
If you run away in the incident, if you are okay and if you run away by losing the victim on the road, you will charge by the hit and run case, and which is non-bailable offense. So that is why it is for drivers also who met with an accident and are able to take a victim to the hospital. Please take to the hospital. It will help you in the longer run.
Understood. Yeah, I think that's a very important thing. Yes. Yes. So Rajni, you were mentioning, like, what's the message you want to leave people with?
I think we are towards the end of the session today. Session. We are not
That's
now?
right.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So I think, as we said very clearly, Tracks believes in the multi-stakeholder participation. That is very clear. Till the time we'll not have government on board, we cannot achieve the target. Number one. Number two, if government is doing their bit and public is not understanding that, that is also needs to be taken care. But simultaneously, we need to understand the gravity of the issue. This issue needs an attention like a pandemic, because we are losing lots of life. And I'm a bit doubtful that 2023 should not be a year where the number of deaths have been increased, unfortunately, because if we see the data of last half year, it is an alarming data for us. So my message or our message from Tracks is that there is a need of participation from the government and from the authorities and from the public side. And government, not the only central government. Central government can have a law for us, the policies for us. State government have to perform and implement those, and kindly be uniformed in implementing those laws. Like in case of helmet also, Trax has done a lot of advocacy for helmet and media content regulation. So I have a direct, request rather through this channel as well, that kindly uh, be strict what you are promoting in case of road safety, as a as a role model, also as using the media. Advertisement should be very much fine. The corporate also has to take care while promoting their products. There should not be any traffic violation in their print media or in the electronic media also. That is also a very important message for the corporate. And along with that, the public should be, if standardized helmets are very much available in the market, don't see the cheap helmets. That is your choice, what you are selecting for yourself. And if cheap and low quality and substandard helmets are available in the market, so kindly the enforcement agency take the action against those manufacturers also. So this is what we want to say. Road safety is a multi-stakeholder and public participation area to be worked upon, and we need everybody's attention to achieve the target by 2030. Thank you.
Dr. Prerna, would you like to add anything to that? Is there any message you want to leave people with?
Summarize the Rajni's paragraph that safety is not a slogan, it's a way of life. So include safety in your work, in your daily on the roads, and any work you are doing, whether you are doing on policy matter at corporate level, at government level, and even demand with the governments that we need a safe roads and on the road. So that is the important word. Safety is important and should be part of your life. That is my I summarize the Rajni's entire thing, because the same thing I'm gonna say. So Rajni has already said that. So I'm concluding that with one line, that safety is important and should be not be a slogan. It's part of your life and your work wherever you are working. Thank you.
No, I think that, thank you very much for that. I think that very beautifully summarizes what is the key takeaway and what everybody should keep in mind while they're on the roads. And a lot of people here who have joined are also safety professionals, so they are in a position of influence wherein they can implement these kind of policies within their organization. So in today's day and age, there are a lot of technologies out there, there are a lot of frameworks out there that can be put in place to ensure the safety of your employees. Of course, we at Safety Connect also do that. We help enterprises with safety of their employees when it comes to two-wheelers and four-wheelers using an AI-based driving safety application, which monitors the leading causes of accidents like phone usage while driving, harsh acceleration, braking, cornering, overspeeding, and then coaches the employees on how to become safer and gives organizations visibility into high risk employees, regions, and behaviors. And also, Dr. Prerna and Rajni, they do have their own NGOs which are also helping towards this cause. So please feel free to reach out to us or them, and we would be glad to help you in your journey towards getting to zero harm. And I think the time to act is now, and each life saved is very well worth it. So thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Tanmay.
Everyone.
Thank you for the opportunity as well. Looking forward.
Thank you.